Okay, so the first DeBarge that we're really going to discuss is Bunny. She's the second oldest, I believe. So Bunny made so many mistakes. They literally should put her picture beside the definition of mistakes in the dictionary. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Now, in my previous video, I talked about how Bunny named one of her children Tony. Why would you name your child after a pedophile? I will never understand that. I'm going to start adding this to probably every one of the DeBarge Docuseries videos. Are you lying about what you went through? I want to challenge you. I know that these things aren't lies. I know that there's truth to these things. So why would you make these moves if you're not lying? Because why would you name your daughter after a pedophile? It makes you look like the hater your fucking mama was. I guess Ederline beget Ederline, okay? Just damning a child by name. I know your mom named you Ederline, Bunny, because she wanted to pass off some of her bad luck to you, and she successfully did so. Not only did you live most of your life as a fucking drug addict, you live most of your life fucking lying and doing schemes and bullshit. Because how dare you try to damn your daughter naming her Tony after a pedophile? I hope that's not her real name. Maybe that's not her real name. But how can you justify these things if the stories you told are true? That is not forgiveness, naming your child after a pedophile. That is not being of God. That is not moving on. That's being an awful ass person. And you wonder why your fuck ass career never picked up. Okay? It wasn't about Motown trying to prevent you from competing with your brothers. You fucked up karmically. How dare you do a child like that? Okay? I would like to go through Bunny's book chronologically, like what she presented about her life, and talk about it also that way. So let's go to the 80s. In her book that she wrote, she portrays herself as the person who kept the band together, who kept everything together. And while that is true, in a lot of cases, that was El DeBarge too. She doesn't give her brother enough credit in the book. There's so much bravado in that book. But she gets that from her mother, giving herself more credit than what is owed. And when I say, Bunny, that's why your career never picked up, for those who don't know, so may he rest in peace, the king of R&B, Bobby DeBarge, my baby, okay? He passed away in 1995. She's singing on that final album. She would take any chance to come to LA. But if you're sitting around and wondering, Bunny, hey, why did things never pick up again? It wasn't about the drugs. You healed from your cancer and all that. That was great. But how dare you name that girl Tony? I will never get over that. That's the one thing that made me stop fucking with Bunny DeBarge. I just hope that that's not that girl's real name. You named that child, I'm going to keep reiterating this, after a man that you were found fiddling your sister and your daughter. Just, you went out sad. Bunny DeBarge is one of the reasons why I'm not going to ever probably go to Ohio. Steubenville especially. It's just cursed. That whole path is cursed. Imagine having access to Motown, endless recording studios, the whole city's yours, and you choose to blow it all on fucking drugs. I'm pretty, I'm a DeBarge, I'm talented, and that's all. You just blew it all on drugs. You had a house with a lemon tree, double-sided fireplace, San Fernando Valley girl. You had a house, a mortgage, you had a car, nice-ass Buick, and you blew it all on fucking drugs. And you don't see that. It's so fucking sad. You don't see that. You can't rehab bad character. You can get the habit of doing drugs out of you, but having horrible character, I'm also going to say this in every video as well. When it comes to the DeBarges, if they want to be successful, if they want to gain any type of real fame more than what they already have, and let me tell you, they're really famous. If they want to be free from that curse, okay, they have to renounce their mom and dad. Calling their dad daddy, calling their mom mama. They got to renounce both of them. Or you're constantly upholding a pedophile. And that shit's running through the family, y'all. You'll find DeBarge's people of the family posting pictures with Ederline, Mama DeBarge. You know, Mother's Day tributes. For what? You know, and I'm talking about all the descendants of the older DeBarges. Okay, your uncles. I'm talking about if your uncles James or Bobby, L, Chico. Okay, you posting Mother's Day tributes. If your daddy's L, if your daddy's Chico, your daddy's James, you posting Mother's Day tributes to Ederline. She let them be abused. I hate to call this out, but I have to. A lot of them, oh, thank you, mama. I love my mama, this and that. That love is gratitude for her, bridging the gap between them and all they hoes, groupies. She would be like a liaison. She would be the child care person. She would be the, I'm not ready to talk to her yet, mama. Can you talk to her? She would be that person. The liaison for their fucked up ass relationships, lack of accountability and shit. That's why they get the all thank you mama, I love my mama and shit. For a lot of years, she acted as their liaison in a lot of ways. Allowed them to walk around as men, not being accountable, not being good men. Let them have those conversations. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.